Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Sports Cult Perspectives right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. This is me, your boy Larry B, as always, joined by my beautiful wife, the lovely Cecilia.
Hey, everyone.
What's going on, y'all? Hopefully everyone's having a great evening. I know we certainly are. We just went and got ourselves some Starbucks. Isn't that, like, always a great thing?
Yes.
Seriously, it's like magic in a cup sometimes, I'm telling you. What, am I wrong?
No, you're funny.
I mean, there's a reason why there's one on every corner. Anyway, thank you all so very much for tuning in tonight. We have ourselves a great show lined up for y'all. We're going to be talking about our experience at the Honda Center this past weekend. Wasn't that fun?
Yes, it really was.
I loved it. That was, oh my gosh, what an experience. And those cardiac ducks won in overtime. Oh my gosh, just what an experience. Nearly gave me a heart attack in our first Ducks game. That was a lot of fun. But, of course, we'll be talking about that. We're going to jump on into more Fresh Prince of Bel-Air tonight because, well, we're starting Season 5 now. Cecilia's, how are you enjoying the journey through the Fresh Prince land?
It's been good so far.
Right? It's such a great series. So, anyway, we'll be getting into that. The Super Bowl is set, though we're not going to get fully into it tonight. We're going to save that for next week. We'll talk a little bit about those championship games. Also, we'll be talking a little bit of broadcasting and media with a very special guest as we welcome the one, the only, Kaz Eagen tonight, the voice of the Lake Elsinore Storm and Monster Jam. Super excited to have him tonight. We are going to have ourselves a awesome show. We hope you all are ready for it. You are now tuned in live to the Sports Cult Perspectives right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct view for all that is sports. Alrighty, sports fans. As we mentioned, tonight's going to be a special one. We are so excited to, of course, talk about our experience at Honda Center. And, hey, on top of that, we're excited for this is really, our first major guest we've ever had on the show.
Yeah. So it shall be exciting.
It really shall. We are very excited for this. As gigantic Storm fans, Kaz Eagen's like one of the nicest people on this planet.
Yeah.
And just the fact that he's willing to not only hang out after Storm games to, greet, I guess you can say, or say goodbye to everybody on the way out of Storm games throughout the summer. He's nice enough to be on our show tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to tell a story about how we even met him. A funny story involving my wife and her love for shiny clothing. And, well, something that Kaz was wearing and she had to have. And wouldn't you know it? I don't know. I might even get one of those this year. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Could you even see me in one of those?
No, I couldn't, but it would be nice to see you in one.
It would be nice?
Yeah.
I'll go all out.
Everybody needs to have a little sparkle in their life.
Oh, my gosh. That's my wife, you guys. So, so with that said, let's quickly get into our Honda Center experience. Was that not awesome? So first things first, we're going to jump right on into everything from the parking lot to the game back to the parking lot. First things first, we get there. We have some Jersey Mike's right down the street on Catella. Mm-hmm. Delicious. Then we get to the game. We walk through the freezing cold. Cecilia wasn't very happy with me.
Well, I'm always cold, so.
This is true. Then we get on into the Honda Center. We go all the way to our seats. They were cheap. They were nosebleeders. But hey, they were still good seats.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're still good seats. Once I found out where we were at, I was like, oh my gosh, these people are going to look like little ants. But actually, no, you could still see them pretty good. So there were good seats.
Right. It was a great game. It was really, really good. Big ups to Mr. Taron Rodriguez in the chat room. He's actually right now covering Long Beach State and Loyola of Chicago, the Ramblers, the volleyball game going on right now, the NCAA volleyball game. So hats off to you, good sir.
Nice.
Yeah, and of course, we talked about them earlier on today on the SoCal Scream Sports Show here at iSports Radio. So awesome stuff. And, of course, really cool. Even our very own Adam Karnick, who was in our chat room last week, he was even saying how great that game was. He saw the highlights and everything and said, we really got ourselves a good game when we were there on Saturday. Do you agree?
Yes, I do agree. It was very intense.
Oh my gosh. So, your very first hockey experience. Talk to us.
Well, I didn't know what to expect, even though we had talked about it a little bit, and you said Aaron Karnick?
Adam Karnick.
Adam, my bad. Adam. I'm sorry.
Goodness.
Told us a little bit about it, but still. But I gotta say, it was freezing cold. You guys weren't kidding. I didn't dress up warm like I said I would, but now I know for sure, yes, definitely dressed really warm.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I had fun. It was different. Like, you go to a baseball game or, well, that's the only, oh no, we've been to like NASCAR too, but, that's totally different as well though. But like a baseball game we've been to and usually at a baseball game, you know, you hear people talking and, you know, doing the wave and everything, and they get the, like, whomever is talking, like, basically the announcer, but you don't see them, like, getting the audience involved and everything like that. But when the game started at the Honda Center, everybody was so quiet and just watching. I'm like, this is totally different. I'm like, they don't play music or they don't do like stuff to get people, like the fans, going and stuff like that. And he's like, no, you just come here to watch. I'm like, okay. So yeah, it was very interesting. And then obviously, like, when the players are doing, you know, we're obviously playing against each other, but like, if you think that there's a fight, then that's when people get crazy, or if there's goals or whatever. But yeah, so it was a totally different setting, but I would so totally go to another game.
Right. We're definitely going to go. That was the last game, by the way, of the before the All-Star break. And Taryn even says it here, and that was the third straight game they won. He says, you two brought the Ducks good luck. Now they're winners of 3 straight maxes. Progress before the All-Star break.
I don't know about that, but
I know, right? But hey, it's all good. We got to see the young phenom, Trevor Zegras. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right, but 21 years old, and he scored the game winner in overtime. Was that not great, seeing that?
Yeah, that was very interesting, and seeing everybody like kind of yelling. And I was like, "Come on, let's go!" But yeah.
Do you wanna recap my reaction real fast?
You were just screaming in a way and yelling. You're like, "Oh my gosh! Like, come on, someone get a goal!"
Yeah, I was.
Well, obviously the Ducks get a goal.
Yeah.
But he's like, man, I'm going to have a heart attack. I'm like, don't say that. I hate it when he says stuff like that.
Sorry, but Gibby was the man. Saved one in overtime in the net with his glove. Saved that thing before it went in. The Ducks get it back. Zegras goes down the ice and scores the game winner. The Broheim plays, of course, from Pennywise. Oh. I mean, we were freaking out. The boat horn was going off. It was just an amazing experience. I mean, once again, babe.
That was a nice save from the goalie, from our goalie.
Gibson.
It looked like it went in, but they showed so many replays. I was like, oh no, like he didn't get it in. It was so crazy on that one too, but it was good. It
was awesome. So with that said, you guys, that was our experience at the Honda Center. We're definitely going to go back. Yeah! Big ups to those Anaheim Ducks. We are going to take ourselves a quick break, and when we get back, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to bring on the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Kaz Eagen of Monster Jam and the Lake Elsinore Storm. You're listening to the Sports Perspectives right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back with Kaz Eagen after this.
Sports fans, do you like teams that are tough, cities that are tougher, and fan bases that are passionate about their teams? How about teams that are historic and stadiums that are iconic? Then you belong in Chicago, and you need to check out Chi-Town Weekly. Join me, Adam Kernan, every week as we keep up with all things Chicago sports. Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, White Sox. We'll cover them all, plus more. The Windy City is always buzzing, and we'll keep you up on all the big games and major stories. So tune in to Chi-Town Weekly every week right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's good, fight fans? It's your boy, Marcus Los Great, here to give you what you want, here to give you what you need. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm coming to you live, straight from your mama's basement with a crispy, awesome white tea. We are coming to you live every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Hockey fans, I'm Adam Kernan.
And I'm Zach Puplis.
Together, we are the newest version of Hockey Talk on IE Sports Radio, The Neutral Zone.
Zone.
We love hockey, but we also know it's not everyone's first sport. So we want to make this show as much for new fans as for the diehards.
Whether you can name all the Swedes on the 08 Red Wings Stanley Cup team, or if you can't tell if Varlamov is a goalie or the latest trendy vodka, we're here to help. With facts, figures, and outrageous fans, we bring you all the hard-hitting hockey news you can handle, while still keeping it fun and on the rails. Well, mostly.
So tune in every week as we go around the hockey world, from college to Canada, the minors and the majors, and everywhere in between.
So bring your cellies.
And your one-timers.
You wicked wristas.
And be sure to protect your five-hole.
Catch the Neutral Zone every week on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
We promise not to pick on the Arizona Coyotes every episode.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are so thrilled to be right back here on the air with a true icon in our sports world. Ladies and gentlemen, that is right, by the way. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. And as we promised you last week, here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, he of course is the man, the myth, the legend. He has a voice so beautiful and crisp and strong at the same time. He shakes the Ortega mountain range during storm games. Of course, course, the Ortegas sit right behind the stadium. A man whose voice is so powerful, he shakes the Ortegas every time he takes the mic at home games throughout the summer. Ladies and gentlemen, he is voice of the Lake Elsinore Storm and one of the hosts of Monster Jam. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Kaz Eagen! What's going on, Kaz?
Man, let me tell you, I've been on a few podcasts, and that was easily the best introduction I've ever received, so thank you.
Well, you are very welcome, sir. Well, first things first, man, welcome onto the show. Oh, can you hear us?
Oh, yeah, there you are.
Okay, there you are. Sorry about that. First things first, man, welcome to the show.
And thank you guys so much for having us. And I was telling you a little bit about it, but Larry and Cecilia, you two are two of the nicest people that I've come across at a Storm game, and I'm very happy to have met you.
Well, you, sir, are like one of the nicest people ever on this planet, and we are very happy to have met you as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you are without a doubt. You are awesome, and we really just appreciate you for being here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know, I mean, I think we've said it enough on our Twitter, but this guy, Kaz is a special guy. He definitely enjoys the fans, you can tell. I love it because he's such a diehard wrestling fan. You can tell it just bleeds through him. But Kaz is the man. He actually stays after Storm games to say goodnight to everybody on their way out. And he's just an all around class act. He literally, and this is no diss to the Storm. We love the Storm. By the way, can we just say our championship Storm this year? We are so happy for that. I mean, our champions, that is, our 2022 California champion Storm. But
that's right.
This guy right here just makes it so much better. So we got some questions for you here tonight, of course, and Cecilia's going to spearhead these things. But once again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight, and thank you, Kaz, for being here. So
no worries. Thank you. And let me just say that me hanging out after the game ends and saying goodbye to everybody, that is easily my favorite part of the entire game, my favorite part of the entire season, just because, you see me during a game, I'm running around, I'm getting on the field, jumping on the dugout, throwing stuff out. But at the end is when I really get to talk to everybody and just thank them for coming and see the smiles on their faces. That is easily the best part.
Well, hey, you know what? We love hanging out with you, man. We see you all throughout the game. At the end, we love saying, good night to you, and I just feel like that feeling is so mutual with everyone that goes to Storm games. So yeah, man, we just want to say thank you for even doing that, and you certainly are such a big time part of our Storm experience, and just thank you for doing that.
Oh man, thank you, and thank you both. You guys are always so cool to actually hang out and say hi at the end, and especially when you're wearing the red jacket. You started something with that. You were the first fan that I saw that to also have the same red sparkly jacket. And then after you got one, I think everybody else started asking, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? And now all these other people that come to Storm games are wearing them too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you started something.
Well, you first started it. I just, just following the lead.
So you really quick, guys. I guess we have to say this. So first things first. Kaz, once again, my wife loves her shiny clothing, and one night it all starts like this. We're at a Storm game, and of course you're just delivering the Kaz energy to the crowd, and my wife was like, "Oh my gosh, I love his jacket," and because she loves shiny stuff, and it was hilarious because right when the game was ending, you walked by us, and when we were getting out of our seats, and she was like, "I want to ask him where he got that." And she's
I told you, I was like, "Oh, he's coming by." I was like, ask him. I was like, "Please."
And Kaz was so nice to just be like, "Yeah, I actually got it on Amazon for like $20 or whatever." Well, long story short, I ended up getting one for my wife, of course, that year for her birthday in October, and the rest is history. We go to the Storm games now, and she shows it off to Kaz, and that was. How did you feel when we approached you when she had that jacket on?
Oh man, that was seriously the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I immediately thought, because my mom was the one that originally got me that jacket. She's like, you don't stand out enough. You need to wear this. I'm like, oh, okay. Just like Cecilia, I like shiny things. So she got it for me. And then right when I saw you, I'm like, oh, we need to take a picture because I knew I had to show my mom.
Oh, that's awesome.
So let me tell you, my mom is a fan of you, Cecilia.
Oh, tell her I said thank you.
She's listening, so she's here.
Awesome. Well, big shout out to you, ma'am. We're happy to have you here, and thank you, of course, for blessing us with this young man who is an absolute legend in our book. So, Kaz, with that said, good sir, we got a few questions for you here tonight.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. I was wondering on what piqued your interest on becoming an announcer.
Ooh, okay. So this has a roundabout way. So as you know, I'm a huge wrestling fan. So when I was a kid, I either wanted to be a wrestler or a rock star when I grew up.
Oh, nice.
And I started playing bass guitar because I wanted to be like Gene Simmons from Kiss. So I'm like, okay, this is my in. I'm going to be a rock star when I grow up. Well, the rock star thing didn't really pan out, and I kept growing up and learning about wrestling. I'm like, I don't want to destroy my body. So I found out, like, okay, I hit puberty. I have a deep voice now, so what can I do with this? And I was always extremely shy. I could not talk in front of anybody. I couldn't even look a girl in the eyes without crying, probably.
Oh, wow.
I was the worst. And then in college, I just really stepped out of my comfort zone. I started doing digital broadcasting classes, and I'm like, okay, this will be a good way for me to break out of my shell. And I thought, okay, well, this is kind of fun. I actually like doing this. And when I graduated, the only places that were hiring for a career in broadcasting were like the middle of nowhere, Georgia. So I've been spoiled living in Southern California my entire life. So I thought, well, I definitely can't move over there. And I was sitting at home for a week thinking, okay, well, I guess what's my backup plan if I'm not going to be broadcasting? And Storm just happened to put out a post that they're holding auditions for the new on-field MC. So I show up. They give us a script. There's a long line of chairs, a whole bunch of people. We had to hype up the crowd, but nobody's there. We had to introduce Thunder, the Lake Elsinore Storm mascot. We had to do a couple commercial reads, and after that, there was a callback, and it was down to myself and I think 3 other people. And then there was one more callback after that. It was myself and one other person at the first live event, and then they gave me the job after that, and I haven't looked back.
Oh, wow, that is awesome.
That is amazing. Yeah, that is really so. Okay, now I gotta have to intervene a little bit with this one, Kaz. How was it trying to hype up the crowd with nobody in the crowd?
Oh man, let me tell you, it was the most awkward thing I think I've ever done in my entire life, because you just know there's probably 15 other people auditioning with me, and then I'd say 3 judges, the general manager, the PA announcer at the time, like the voice that you hear introducing the players, and the guy who was the mascot at the time. And they're just all staring at you. They're judging you. It's silent. And no matter what you say to hype up these people, nobody says anything. And have you been to a game where we've had a rally inning? We're down on the 9th inning, and the middle of the 9th, we have to hype up the crowd and get everybody going?
Yes, actually, I don't know if we've been there together, but Kaz, Cecilia and I met like almost 3 years ago now. We've been married for almost a year. We've been, together and it's crazy. I've been going to Storm games, I think probably right after you were hired. So I don't know the Storm without you, but there was one, I think in the first or second year when I started going, probably like your second or third year there, where we did come back, and it was, oh my gosh. Yes, it is unreal.
Yeah. So that's what we had to do for the initial audition, was a rally inning. And I'm like, okay, well, what the heck am I supposed to do? So being a avid wrestling fan, WWF, WWE my entire life, for all the wrestling fans out there, there's a group called D-Generation X.
Yes.
And yeah, they always started their getting their crowd pumped up a certain way. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to do that. So I get up on the dugout and I say, Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, are you ready? So I copied their entire thing, and it worked.
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know D-Generation X, Kaz, there's no other way to say it. Oh, you didn't know? I mean,
you better call somebody.
Yeah, I know, Kaz, I'm pretty sure you hear this the majority of your life when it comes to wrestling. Of course, I was one of those that I was a fan only in the Attitude Era, and that was it.
Oh, yeah.
Only, because that was like the
best era.
It was. And yeah, D-Generation X, but they were just amazing. And I think that is amazing that you actually said that and you got the job.
Yeah, so it's all thanks to D-Generation X that I am with the Lake Elsinore Storm right now.
Thank
you, Mom, for letting a then 5-year-old watch WWF back in the day.
Thanks, Mom.
That is so awesome. Well, I guess in a way you've already answered my second question on how you became the voice of the Storm, or for the Storm. So that's pretty cool, too.
Yes, and it has been I absolutely love it. I don't see myself going anywhere anytime soon because they're very flexible with everything else that I've done, and Storm has just been a huge stepping stone to all these other adventures, whether that be Monster Jam or ring announcing. They're very nice, and they let me explore a lot of different opportunities.
Well, that's cool. That's awesome that they, allow you to do stuff like that.
Yeah, they're seriously the best. Sean and Christine are the co-general managers out there, and if I'm going to tell them to re-listen to this,
sweet.
Partly because you guys are so nice at hyping me up, but also,
oh my gosh! Also
I got to give them a shout out for being such great bosses too.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
That is amazing. Kind of crazy, Kaz. So, I don't know if you know... Do you happen to know Martha, the bird lady?
Oh, yeah. The White Dove release program.
Yes, that's
awesome.
That's basically my aunt.
No way.
Yeah, so she hooks it up, man. Like, she straight up, like, she'll give us tickets, and that's why we were able to go, like, literally almost every single week. Like, we were there so much, and yeah, she is amazing. Martha's awesome, and we're there with her and Darwin, and we're just hanging out in the what do you call those things? The high top.
The high top.
The high top. Yeah, that's prime seating right there, dead center.
We love it and we enjoy it, and yeah. So anyway, this is pretty awesome. I got to tell her to listen to this as well.
Yeah, please. Martha is the nicest. We already have her and her Doves booked for at least opening weekend, and I think the Independence weekend sometime around July 4th weekend.
Oh, sweet.
We love that.
Yes, those Doves just add such an energy during the national anthem. It is so cool.
That is, we love it too, and it's so neat being there. And by the way, we're already gonna be in the house. By the way, Kaz, we don't got no tickets yet, but we already know April 6th, 7th, and 8th. Oh yeah, we're gonna be there versus the Rawhide. We're gonna be there.
Oh, you're coming opening weekend then. That's awesome.
I mean, hey, we have to go see our championship Storm and our championship Kaz.
Yep, gotta go support.
I love it. Hey, we're gonna be raising the flag. We're gonna be showing off our rings. 2022 Cal League champions. We're feeling good, and we're coming in hot.
Yeah, nice.
That is awesome.
So since you're the announcer for them and everything for the Storm, do you get to travel with them, or with Monster Jam as well, or are you only like the announcer for when they're home?
So for the Lake Elsinore Storm, it's every minor league baseball team has my position. That I do a lot more, but for that during the game, it's called the on-field MC. So every team has one. So if you've ever been to another one, go and boo them or something. Say Kaz is better. Don't actually
we
do that.
should. I'd be down for that.
Right?
So I only work for the Lake Elsinore Storm during the home games as the on-field MC. But they get to take us on so many cool trips. Like, I don't know if you've heard of the Savannah Bananas. They're like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, okay. I haven't, but have you?
Oh,
no, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That just the name itself is pretty cool.
Oh, they are hilarious. But so they flew us out there to go hang out and watch them. And for anybody out there that hasn't heard of the Savannah Bananas, please look them up on YouTube. And I guess we could say this: we're borrowing a lot of what they did over there at their stadium and taking it back to Lake Elsinore because it is such a good time over there. So every Saturday game this year during the 2023 season, we're just calling it The Show. And we got all-you-can-eat food. We got the craziest experiences for 9 innings. It's going to blow your mind.
Oh, okay.
That is awesome. We definitely got to check that out.
Right? Yeah, we definitely do.
Oh, my gosh, yes. But as far as Monster Jam, I only travel for Monster Jam. I haven't done a Monster Jam event in California yet. It's always either on the East Coast, Central. I think the furthest I've gone so far up north is Vancouver, Canada. And in a couple weeks, I'll be in Albany, New York, and then Des Moines, Iowa, somewhere over there. And I better bring my jacket because I hear it's freezing.
Right?
That is, yeah, for real, right? We actually, one of our shows, Kaz, because we're like around the country. Our iSports Radio is literally just all around like the USA, and we actually have a Buffalo show, and she is amazing, Patty Bax, and she always talks about the freezing cold in like northern or western.
Great.
Sorry about that, guys.
All right. I got to get some tips from Patty then.
Yeah, big time, man. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Well, it's actually really cool. We were in the house last February, March for Monster Jam. It was pretty cool.
It was February, I think.
Yeah.
Which one did you go to? Which stadium?
Angel Stadium.
Oh, man, that is the nicest stadium to have Monster Jam because that one has the most floor space, I guess you could say.
Oh, okay.
It was amazing.
It was so much fun.
It was. And it was awesome. My wife is very, very all about the girl power. And it was so cool seeing Kayla Blood win in Soldier Fortune.
Soldier Fortune, that's right. She is one of the most bad ASS women on the Monster Jam tour.
That is awesome. Yeah, we loved it. We enjoyed it so much. She landed a beautiful backflip. I mean, just how cool it is. So, I mean, really a little sidebar, but I mean, how awesome is that? Like, being the voice behind these, like, nearly NHRA loud engines. Like, how thrilling is that?
You know, it never ceases to surprise me how much noise these 12,000-pound Monster Jam machines can make because it is insane. So the trucks with the crowd of 40,000 people, it is the most. I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it because all I have to do is introduce the trucks and then the crowd goes nuts. The trucks are insanely loud. It is. If you haven't been to a Monster Jam event, please check it out. They're going to be back in Anaheim in a couple weeks, I believe. So, right in the area.
Yeah.
Oh, we really want to go.
We should probably go to one.
Right?
Yeah, the one that's coming out.
We're so excited for that.
Oh, man, it is such a good time. And that's the one that tour, Kayla Blood is coming back. Son of a Digger with Ryan Anderson. It's going to be a good time.
Love that.
So when you're not busy with the Lake Elsinore Storm and Monster Jam, what do you like to do, like with your free time that you have?
With my free time, if I'm not spending it with my family, shout out to my sister because she just had the first kid of the entire family, little Stevie James. So I'm an uncle now.
Congratulations!
Yes. Thank you very much. So I love spending time with her. But other than that, I am a huge concert fan. So any sort of concert, I am there. I grew up because, I was telling you, Gene Simmons of Kiss. I was always a huge Kiss fan. Ace Frehley, the old guitar player of Kiss, is going to be in San Diego in a couple weeks, so I'm going to that. I have Steel Panther that I'm going to be at in the House of Blues. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, so anything for fun. I love going to concerts.
That is cool. It's crazy, Kaz, too. You said too, like you were, you played bass and all that. It's pretty awesome. I grew up the same way, playing guitar, playing bass. This is like my gosh, I've been playing it for as long as I've been playing football. My gosh, about 20 years now, man. And I just love jamming, and it's funny because I hear you say these iconic, these amazing rock stars, and I'm sitting here like, oh man, I want to rock out. Thanks, Kaz, appreciate it.
Yeah. No worries. Hey, bring it to the stadium sometime, and we'll just plug in for the speakers, and we'll have a little rock session for
Oh
everybody
my
there.
gosh.
Okay, you invited the wrong guy, man. We're gonna be rocking out until like 3 a.m.
Hey, honestly, here's an honest invitation. If you can learn how to play the national anthem on guitar, I will book you in a second.
Oh, wow.
Challenge accepted, Kaz. I am so ready for that. Oh my gosh, yeah, 20 years. I listened to Jimi Hendrix at least, like, his national anthem, like, at least once a month.
Yes. Oh, he is the best to ever do it. But yeah, I mean, you have 2 months until the season starts. If you can put it together, you're booked. You're in.
You better get practicing.
I really better get. Oh my gosh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my honor of the year has been granted. But what a birthday present! By the way, my birthday was 2 days ago, Kaz. So thank you for that.
Oh no way! Happy birthday!
Thank you, sir. Man, that's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm cheesing over here.
So which birthday was it? Was it your 25th?
Oh my! You're too nice. I am now 34. Big Poppy's number.
Okay, there you go. But I mean, I've been seeing some of those videos that you've been putting out in the gym. And I just got to say, I need some tips of the bench press because what was that last video? How much were you benching?
Oh my gosh! I think what was one of my, from last year? I think that was one of my old maxes. That was. Did I have the plates on that one? It was 405. That was my 405 from last year.
That is insane. I can do half, and I'm happy with that. But doubling that, can't even imagine.
Kaz, you are too nice, good sir. I love doing it. I'm looking forward to competing in strongman and in powerlifting coming up soon. I may be in my last couple of years of. I actually play semi-pro football, so I'm in my last couple of years probably of doing that. But yeah, man, it's just something I love doing. And hey, man, I mean, I'm just saying, you look. At the end of the day, man, I enjoy it. I love what I do. It's a lot of fun in there. But hey, like I tell everybody, you know what, sir? Hey, you can definitely do it too, man.
Slowly but surely. But we do have a wrestling night coming up. I mean, I get to create the promotional schedule, so of course I'm going to throw a wrestling night in there. But I think it's June 16th. I mean, we're going to get some wrestlers, and you're bigger than some of these wrestlers that we put. So, I mean, you better find some tights and show them how it's done.
Hey, I'm ready. Don't even. I'm ready. We have a wrestling show here on iSports Radio as well, and I got to get some tips for the mic or something, man. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, yes. I'm hoping we get some big names to come out to this wrestling night just because of the people that I've met that are extremely nice. There's a WWE superstar who's planning on coming out, Karrion Kross, who just came back to the WWE. Chris Van Vliet, we're hoping he comes back. He's been there the last couple of years, and that is obviously my favorite night of the entire year.
Kaz, we were there last night. We were there last night. We were there.
Wishful thinking.
I know, wishful thinking. We were there last year when Tortuga was there.
Yes.
And it was awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody listening, Kaz, this guy, I'm telling you, like, a man of many skills. My goodness, he's introducing these guys to coming in. Of course, the heel comes in. He's a really big guy, and Tortuga and him go head to head. They have a really good match, and to end the match, Cash bashes this guy in the head with the chair. Tortuga rolls him up, 1, 2, 3, over with, and Kaz saves the day in Storm Stadium. I mean, how awesome was that?
That was every dream that I had from 5 years old to 15 years old to hit somebody in the head with a chair, and that was easily the highlight of my life.
I loved it.
That was the peak.
I loved it. And it's cool because he was a true heel. Like, I loved how, like, of course, you pronounce his name wrong. He comes out all angry.
Yep. And let me tell you, obviously I'm 6'7", so he's going to be shorter than me. But I think that guy weighed like 450, 500 pounds. There was somewhere around there that I introduced him. That was a scary dude.
Right?
Yeah.
So when I hit him over the chair, I mean, obviously the promoter told me beforehand to do that when the time came. But so I hit him over the chair, and then the match is over. Tortuga pins him. He rolls him up. He pins him. And then I forget his name. It was like T-Rex or something. That's what I called him, but it was something wrong. And he gets out of the ring and he starts walking my way through the crowd. And I legitimately was worried that I hit him too hard, so I booked it. I was laughing. No way was I sticking around to see if he was all right.
Right? I don't blame you.
That was amazing. That was, oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, we loved that night so much. It was such a great night. We just got so excited there, and because you being a part of the action was awesome. Of course, I mean, now following you on Twitter for like a year now, seeing that you're such a big wrestling fan, we were even, thinking for sure, like, oh my gosh, you're going to eat this up. You're going to and you did such a great job. It was a lot of fun. And, well, Kaz, I got to ask you this.
All right, let's hit it.
This is huge. This to me was just, look, I'm a Storm guy. I've turned my wife into a Storm fan. We're getting our jerseys made this year with our last name on the back.
Oh, I mean, no way.
Yeah, we are so excited for this year. We're gonna be there for a lot of games. And last year was just a very special year. I mean, I love it because Cecilia's not necessarily the biggest, craziest sports fan, but she did grow up with baseball, and it was just funny last year sitting right there behind home plate in the high tops. She's over there like screaming at the umpire, like, you can't see, are you blind? Like,
oh, so that's who it was who I heard yelling.
Yeah, right?
So, it was just a magical year. We get to the playoffs, we make it happen. I know you were actually there. Unfortunately for us, it was just a very, very, very tough time. We're teachers, so it's crazy. Just that time of year in September, we're just right in the beginning / middle-ish of the semester with our kids, and at high school, and it's a lot. But we couldn't make it, unfortunately, to those to the first game that was there, and then the other two, of course, was up north in Fresno. We couldn't go, but we know you were there for that game, and you were up north as well. They took that awesome picture with the team. I mean, I guess the closing question is how special was last year as a ring announcer, and on top of that, how amazing was it to be at those games, especially when they won it all?
Oh, man, that was seriously the coolest feeling. I mean, it was a close game, even for that last one. And so it was up in Fresno, for the people that don't know. And there was, I think it was 2 outs left, and we were winning at that time. We were up by, I think, 1 or 2, but they had 2 guys on base on second and third, and we just had to get these last 2 outs. So we all stand up, and I mean, there's maybe... the entire front office went, so I'd say altogether with the fans and the front office, maybe 20 Storm fans in a stadium of 3,000 people. So we stood out like a sore thumb. So we're all standing up, 2 outs left, and then they get the second out, and we're like, okay, if we get this last out, we are running on the field. So we're standing up, we're waiting. They get the third out. We win the championship. We book it on the field. The team is freaking out. We're freaking out. The stadium was just silent, but all I could hear was our entire front office cheering. The fans that were there were able to come out on the field with us. Everybody was throwing. We pre-made championship T-shirts just in case, and we were throwing it all around. We got the trophy. We got the giant championship flag. It was the coolest feeling to be out there, and this was my what was it? That was my 4th season with the Lake Elsinore Storm, and
wow.
We made it to the championship round my first year, but we ended up losing, and I think in 3 games. So to finally get there in my 4th season, it was just so awesome to be a part of such an epic team, and I'm hoping we get to repeat it this year.
How special. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm over here all excited right now. Like, I'm right there with you. It's cool in our chat room right now. One of our many awesome people here at IE Sports Radio, Mr. Taryn Rodriguez, also a broadcaster. He's kind of cool. He's listening to this game right now while he's covering Long Beach State volleyball right now versus Loyola Chicago. So he's over here lending an ear to us. But
oh, heck yeah.
He says...
Well, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good, Kaz. What was that?
Well, I mean, tell him if he's a broadcaster, we're looking for some fill-in broadcasters. So send him my email or something.
Oh my gosh, I will. Trust me, Taryn does not disappoint. He's a play-by-play kind of guy. That would be amazing. Yeah, trust me. He called a lot of our games too in semi-pro, and the guy he's awesome.
Did a great job.
He really did. Like, it was pretty cool. It never gets old hearing your name over an applause over the loudspeakers when you get a sack. There's no feeling better.
I can only imagine. I was always a little too scared to play football.
Oh, but, it's all right though. You tower over me, good sir. So
Yeah, but I'm not benching 405.
Well, you're awesome, Kaz. But Taryn in the chat room actually says right now the perfect storm for Lake Elsinore, and he actually covers the Southern California sports here on iSports Radio, and he covered the entire season as well. And just
oh no way.
Yeah, he was just really, really like all the entire season. I'm telling you, we were all so hyped up here at iSports Radio, and yeah, it was awesome. He also says here in the chat room, he says, every team needs a Kaz at their game.
Yes, I agree.
Every team technically does have a semi-form of Kaz, an on-field MC.
Yeah,
but I like
you.
to bring a little extra spice to Lake Elsinore.
Exactly, and just like Cecilia said, but unfortunately they're just not you, so they're just not that good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Cecilia. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So I got to add one more thing here. Last year, Kaz said one of the funniest things I ever heard. I actually had water come out my nose, kind of. I drank at the wrong time. But on the mic, Kaz says here, Kaz, because it's of course the San Jose Giants that we play from the north every year, and it was pretty hilarious. Kaz says, welcoming your Lake Elsinore Storm, and then he's like, and they are playing a team that's so boring they couldn't even come up with their own name. the San Jose Giants. I started cracking up. I mean, really quick, man. I mean, when it comes to the trash talk and having fun and everything, I mean, does this stuff, do you think about this beforehand, or is it like being a comic or even like a wrestler on the mic? I mean, I don't know if they have a script that they try to follow and everything in their head, or if they just do it freestyle, but how do you do it, Kaz, when you're on the mic out there? Is it just first thing that comes to your mind?
My first year when I first started, I was extremely nervous. I wrote down literally everything I was going to say word for word back in 2019. But now I'm a little more used to it. I'm a lot more comfortable, and things like that. I mean, whatever comes to my mind, it just comes out of my mouth. And it's only gotten me in trouble a couple times, but hey, I still have a job, so I'm safe. But yeah, a lot of the times it's just free flowing, and hopefully it comes out funny.
Oh my gosh! Well, I'll tell you right now, everything you say is awesome. I'm telling you, when we go to Storm games, I mean, let's be real. I think we're looking at each other right now, and we go for the Storm too. But I'm just saying, man, we love the Storm very, very, very dearly.
Yeah.
But it just wouldn't be a Storm game without you, Kaz.
Yeah, you definitely make it very
awesome.
interesting to go.
I mean, okay, since you had me on, I got to get you out on the field, so we'll give your podcast a shout out. We'll get one of you throwing out the first pitch, the other can catch. Whoever wants to decide to do that, you better start warming up, because we're making it happen this coming season.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, thank you so much.
Christmas and birthday and everything came early.
Right?
I mean, oh my gosh. Well, Kaz, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, where's that applause button, man? I mean, you are truly amazing. Thank you for that. We're so excited for this, especially with our new jerseys.
Oh, yeah, you have to wear the jerseys. Have to. And hey, I appreciate you two so much. Thank you again, Larry and Cecilia. You are two of the nicest people that I've met at Storm Stadium. So thank you very much. I'm looking forward to having you back this coming season. And thank you again very much for having me on.
You are very welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Kaz Eagen. This guy is just incredible. And as you can see, I mean, just the niceness and the awesomeness with this guy is
very down to earth.
Yes, it is continual, and we just thank you so much for that. Thank you for giving us our time tonight. It's kind of funny. We said we would have you on. We're actually 15 minutes over what we told you, and we thank you for being thank
you for being flexible.
Yes.
That flew by. I thought we were under time, so
right?
That's a good sign.
It goes so fast when you're having fun.
It really does, and we got people in the chat.
Most fun.
Oh man, we appreciate you so much. We got some chat rumors here. Of course, John Felipe, he is the host of our Carolina cast show that just went on a little bit ago before our show here, and he even says, awesome to learn about the Storm, and a round of applause to a great interview, Kaz. And everyone in the chat room is giving you praise, and hey, Kaz, once again, thank you for all you do, man. And we're so happy. So with that said, Kaz, there's something we love to do here at the very tail end, and if you can, one last thing, of course, let everybody know out there who wants to get into broadcasting or anything like that. I mean, let anybody who's looking forward to this or that's listening right now that's like, I want to do that one day. Give them, some kind of motivation, or, let them know, pretty much, how they can also achieve these awesome things that you've been able to do. Any words of advice, or even just any words of encouragement? Any encouragement for those out there who are trying to do what you do, Kaz?
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, let me tell you, the first thing is try everything and anything. If any opportunity comes up, please take it. It doesn't matter if it's not exactly what you want to do, but if that is a stepping stone to get you where you want to be, take that opportunity, use it to your advantage. Never say no to an opportunity that can somehow, some way get you one step closer to that dream. I've tried everything in the world, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. So just keep saying yes, keep doing it, and keep pushing forward.
Oh my gosh, that's yes, 1,000%. We appreciate you so much. And Kaz, let all these diehards on here know, anybody who has become a Kaz fan tonight, where can they follow you on social media if you want to give that out, or where can they, find any of your awesome work? I mean, let everybody know your social media plugs.
Absolutely. So on Instagram, it's Kaz.Eagen. That's KAZ.EGAN. And then on Twitter, it's the Kaz Eagen, TheKazEGan. You find me there. We'll talk to you. And hey, anybody that's listening that wants to get on a microphone that hasn't had the opportunity, come find me and I'll get you on the microphone. I have no problem sharing it. And I wish that I had somebody like me when I was trying to find some way in. So come up to me, find me, tell me what you want to do, and I'll get you on the mic one way or another.
Oh, you're so awesome.
Kaz,
that's very nice of you to do.
Yeah, you are too awesome for words, man.
Oh, thank you guys. And hey, thank you again so much for having me on, and I'm looking forward to another awesome season.
Well, so are we, and we're looking forward, of course, to plenty of awesome Kaz-isms this year.
Hopefully I still have a job at the end of the season.
Oh, you will, because trust me, when it's time for You Got Kaz, I think the arena blows up, man. So.
Seriously.
That is my favorite. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys enjoy it too.
Well, we definitely appreciate it. We know we kept you for a long time, but once again, man, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for letting your time, and we just want to say thanks again for everything, all the awesome things you've turned us on to, and we are just so excited and ready for another year. Once again, man, thank you so much. We appreciate all of your time, and we look forward to having you back, man. We've got to have you back on the show.
Heck yes.
Absolutely. Anytime. Count me in.
Awesome. Hey, thanks again, Kaz. Appreciate you, man. Have a great evening, sir, and we look forward to having you back here very, very soon.
Yes, sir. Larry and Cecilia, thank you very much, and have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Kaz Eagen. My goodness, what a great guy. I mean, oh my gosh. I am so happy we were able to have him here tonight, and just what a great guy.
Yeah, that was very fun and great.
Right? Wow. I mean, first pitch, really? Like, we gotta take a quick little break here so I could, comprehend that he told us those things.
That's like a dream come true. I don't think I've ever been on an actual baseball field. I've been on, a minor league baseball field, but not,
That is a minor league.
I mean, little league. Oh. That's what I meant. Sorry. But not, an actual baseball field. So that's going to be awesome.
That was amazing, and yeah, we are just so happy and thankful to everybody that was able to be here tonight. Just wow! I mean, what a great show, and just what a huge That was a dream. He really was. He's a big part of the Storm, and we're starstruck. I feel like it.
Yeah, I definitely am.
Well, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take ourselves one more break for the night. When we come back, we're going to finish off, talk a little bit of NFL, talk a little bit of Fresh Prince, and, well, then we're going to be on out of here until next week. So, with that said, once again, ladies and gentlemen, you were listening to the Sports Couple Perspectives right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We will be right back talking more sports and a little bit of Fresh Prince after this.
Hey sports fans, do you like wine? Well, we've got the show for you. This is Let's Wine About Sports, a show where we talk about wine and sports simultaneously. From the classic Cabernet Sauvignon all the way down to the grapes that you've never even heard of before. Oh yeah, we cover it all. And we'll talk about a little bit of sports as well. Football, hockey, collegiate, women's sports, it doesn't matter. We're going to talk about it all, and we're going to whine about it all. So join me Monday at 8 p.m. on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
It's IE Sports Radio. It is your direct feed for all that is sports. It is Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris every Tuesday night right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris is the most comprehensive view on Philadelphia sports exclusively right here on IE Sports Radio. You know what it is, your direct feed for all that is sports. Tuesday night, IE Sports Radio, Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Harrison Glazer, and we're coming at you from the Show That Never Sleeps podcast. I cover the Jets, the Islanders, the Nets, and the Yankees.
This is Pierre Moss, and I cover the Mets, Knicks, Rangers, and the Giants.
Our show is live every Wednesday through Spreaker and a bunch of other ways to get our content. Again, we're the Show That Never Sleeps podcast. We talk about all those New York sports. It's a lot of fun. We get into all of it. Please tune in. Again, that's Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
And we look forward to having you guys right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
everybody. This is Taryn Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunderous Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Welcome back, all you diehards out there. Oh, that was so much fun. Babe, was that not amazing talking to Kaz?
Oh my gosh. It felt like a dream in a way.
Right? Just can we get one more applause for this guy? I mean, oh my gosh. You know, it's so crazy. You know, we're just two fans that love our minor league baseball team that's right down the freeway from us, or up the freeway, and we just happen to, you know, ask one question one night, you know, thanks to my beautiful wife loving her sparkly things, and here we are now talking to Kaz and he's telling us all these awesome things, and that's an honor. I just want to say once again, Kaz, you're still listening, man. That is an amazing honor. We are so excited for that, and yeah, I mean, we're excited for all these awesome things, and yeah, whatever you can do. I mean, hey, we are definitely, no matter what, we're just excited and happy, of course, to even be there. But my goodness, throwing out the first pitch and all those awesome things, and I better get learning the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, that's a dream for me. What a great guy, though. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, that's just who Kaz is.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He's awesome, and he has time for people, and just an all-around great guy. One more applause. Wow. Well, how was that as awesome as you thought it would be?
Yeah. I mean, I was a little nervous. I don't even know why, but that was a lot of fun, and right? I can't wait to do more of that.
Right. I can't wait to get him like mid-season.
Right.
Oh,
that would be really cool.
Like the night before a game, even.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, and of course, I mean, you're going to have games like this that are going to be on, and the games are like right now at 7 o'clock Pacific and everything, but I mean, you know, like in the weekends that they're not traveling, or like when they're getting ready to come back and there's a game tomorrow night or something, we could even switch the show specially time, you know, that would be so much fun. Of course, according to the IE Sports Radio schedule, I mean, we could even do not that I like pre-recording, but we could even do that just in case we have a show live at that time and put it on air, because that would be worth it.
Makes the show great,
right?
Yeah.
That was just so cool. So, once again, y'all, Kaz Eagen, just a great dude, and we were so blessed to have him on the air tonight. So, hopefully some of you out there are Kaz fans now that didn't know him before.
Yeah, you should definitely be a Kaz fan now.
Yes, and if you're still listening, Kaz, you gotta send us your t-shirt size, man. We got a shirt coming for you.
Yeah, definitely.
We are so excited, and just what a class act, and what a great team. For those of you who do not know about the Lake Elsinore Storm, I mean, just an amazing team, affiliate of the San Diego Padres, and just a wonderful team. You know, it's cool because when we first went, of course, I first took Cecilia to a Storm game. I mean, really cool. I got to graduate on that field, you guys, in high school. We, you know, Paris High, class 2007, we graduated on second base. Like, it was so cool being on that diamond and walking in there and graduating at Storm Stadium. And it's just really cool because now it's like, it's become even more. You know, if it wasn't a part of my life at once, being, you know, a high school graduate in that stadium, now it's even better because now we're, you know, like, we know, of course, some of those who work there. Of course, we know the voice of the team, you know, Kaz Eagen, and we're just so excited just to be there cheering on our Storm. I mean, it's just like, I feel like this is more of a special connection than I ever thought it would be with the Storm. I mean, when we first went to a Storm game, I told Cecilia, like, yeah, you know, she was like, oh yeah, I like baseball and everything. When we were first dating, and after we were done, like after we were heading home, I even told her too, like, how'd you like it?
Oh, I thought it was fun. Because, I mean, I have been to a minor league baseball before, but that was like years ago. It was when I was like, I don't even know, probably preteen, somewhere around there. But it was fun. But I don't ever remember having like an announcer like Kaz. So, I mean, if there was, sorry that I don't remember. But but knowing that he was there, Kaz, it made it even more like fun and everything like that. So it was pretty cool.
Right, and it was just so awesome. And I love it because too. I even told Cecilia, I was like, "There's not a bad seat in the house, is there?"
Oh, and that too. Yeah, I because like I said, it's been years since I've gone to one. But then when Larry brought me to the first Storms game. I was like, where are we sitting? He was like, it really doesn't matter. He was like, there's seriously, like, no bad seat in the house. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. He was like, you don't have, like, those nosebleed seats that you would have for the, what is it?
The major leagues.
Major. I can't believe I forgot that. But, yeah, major league. So, yeah. And so when we got there, and he was like, okay, this is our seat. And I was like, what? And we weren't even, like, I mean, yeah, they have, like, high seats, but, I mean, they're seriously not that high. And I was like, oh, wow, like, this is not bad at all. Like, seriously, anywhere you sit in the stadium, it's, like, they're all good seats, seriously. So, yeah, that surprised me a lot.
Right? I mean, seriously. And it was just amazing. Yeah, and John Felipe says here in the chat room, sounds like a great date idea for me and producer Jenna. Of course, the producer, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Mr. John Felipe's fiance. Pretty cool. Really happy for them. And
yeah, you guys should definitely go check it out. It's so totally worth it.
Well, they're in Carolina.
Well, they could always come visit, just for a game.
This
Make
is so
it
true.
A vacation.
This is so true. But, y'all need to come over here. I'm just saying, you guys are about 3,200 miles away from us right now, but it's okay.
Yeah,
you can come on over.
Exactly.
And just so you know, you guys, there is a Carolina League, by the way, that I think is Southern and North and South Carolina, and it's the Carolina Minor League. Just like how California has the minor league and it's North and South, I think it's the same exact thing with Carolina. You guys should check out your local minor league team and just go enjoy, man. I mean, am I right?
Yeah, exactly. Help support them. I feel like it's definitely worth.
Whoops.
Better to see them not trying to be mean. Don't get me wrong. I still love the major leagues.
Yeah,
but,
they are.
I don't know. I feel like the minor leagues are definitely worth the watch and everything as well.
It was amazing seeing the Storm for the first time, and it was just awesome seeing them and knowing that it's just like you're so in the game, right?
Yeah.
And we loved it. We loved being there and just being a part of like everything they got going on, and I love it too. Cecilia says too, believe it or not, she says she prefers minor league now over major league.
Yes, because I feel like for them, they play with heart, I guess. So they really fully mean it. And then too, like having the, what do you call it, MC?
Yeah.
MC there, like it makes it fun. They get, the fans going and get you involved with cheering your team on and everything like that. So it's pretty cool. I think it's so much better because when you go to the major leagues, they don't have anything like that. Like, yeah, they have the announcer like who introduces the players, and then they like do play some songs and stuff like that. But I feel like it's a different atmosphere. So they obviously both have their pros to both of them on going to each one. But I feel like the minor leagues are definitely the way to go.
Absolutely. And by the way, I just looked up on Wikipedia. Go to Wikipedia. John Felipe, I don't know who's in your area, but the Carolina League, of course, and there's a good amount of teams all over the Carolinas. So just in case in Zebulon, I hope that's how you pronounce it. You have the Carolina Mudcats. You have the Delmarva Shorebirds. You have the Down East Wood Ducks. Of course, Salisbury, Maryland is where the Shorebirds are. You have the Kingston, North Carolina is where the Down East Wood Ducks are. You have the Fredericksburg Nationals in, that's Fredericksburg, Virginia. And Lynchburg Hillcats in Virginia as well as the Salem Red Sox. Of course, they're in Virginia too, so I mean, those aren't necessarily Carolina, but I mean, I know everything's kind of, a little closer over there, unlike California's all spread out in a sense. But yeah, I mean, some great, you guys should seriously go check it out, right? You and Jenna, right, John, in the chat room.
You guys would have fun, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so many great teams and just, so much fun, so much excitement, to be had at these minor league games. And who knows, they may have their very own version of Kaz over there that you guys really, really like and may interview one day on the Carolina Cast. So, with that said, yeah, we definitely enjoy it, and just a wonderful experience for everybody. So, if you have anything minor, even semi-pro, of course, like what I play, just go enjoy. And yeah, John Felipe, we definitely have to in the chat room. So yeah, you got to do two things. You got to come over here first to California. Okay, you and Miss Jenna, of course, over there, and the future Miss Felipe, and we are Mrs. Felipe, and we're going to, of course, you guys have to enjoy Carolina as well in that Carolina League. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's just been an amazing show, and we are so excited. So, NFL. This past weekend, the AFC and NFC champions were crowned. We both picked the Eagles, and they are on their way.
Yes.
We both picked the Bengals, and they lost.
It's because we picked them. I'm just kidding.
Couple phantom calls in that game some people are really freaking out about, which, it's penalties, and the refs can't always get them right? And John in the chat room says, "You're buying the tickets to Cali now. Hey, come one, come all. Let's have some fun. Go to San Diego, have a good time. Maybe catch a Padres game, too. We don't know."
Yeah, maybe.
So, with that said, you guys, well, here we are. Next week, we're going to have our Super Bowl show. But Eagles and Chiefs going head-to-head. Were you surprised that the Chiefs won this thing? Or were you really like, it could have went either way? After how we were talking about them last week, were you pretty surprised after I hyped up the Bengals a lot? I mean, were you surprised, or were you just kind of like, they're both really good and they're this close to Super Bowl? So, I mean, what were your thoughts?
I mean, I guess a little surprised, but at the same time, I mean, since it's not our team, I guess whoever won. Yeah. And the Chiefs obviously proved that they won the game, so.
Very true. They were looking good. Next week we're going to be previewing the Super Bowl. We'll have some cool storylines to go with it. And, of course, later on this month, Cecilia and I are headed to our second consecutive NASCAR race at California. She gave me a face right now. So I just got to say this. We sat way too low last time, okay? I'm sorry.
No.
The higher you sit, the better the race is, because you can see the whole track.
Okay.
Were you really that bored?
You want me to be honest?
It's not nice.
It's not. Like I said, I give those people props for being able to drive that fast and be able to still have control over the car and turn those crazy corners. But yeah, I don't know. NASCAR is just not for me.
We're gonna give it one more go for her.
Yes, one more go.
Coming up on the 26th of February. We're also going to go see NHRA.
I think it would be better, too, if, maybe we had friends or, family go with us or something. So that I'm not the only one, I guess.
We can make that happen.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, yeah.
We're doing it. We're going to get some...
Yes, either way, we're still going to go.
Yeah. We are totally going to go. We got... Oh, my gosh. We may or may not see the Lakers play next month.
Say what?
Yeah. You excited for that?
It would be my... Oh, no. First, I guess, not I guess, I know, my first, what do you call it, Major League, too?
NBA?
Yeah, first NBA game I see.
we got our tickets for next week. Cal Baptist in the house, CBU. That's right. We are going to go see our Lancers homecoming next weekend on February 11th, actually, the day before the Super Bowl. They are going to be playing WAC rivals, WAC conference rivals. The Western Athletic Conference, the WAC. I know, funny, huh? Funny, it's called WAC. Yeah, the acronym. But they're playing New Mexico State, so we're really excited. We got some really good seats.
Oh, yeah, I saw them. But even then, though, I feel like, because I've been inside of CBU's arena, there you go. And even then, though, I feel like there's really no bad seat in that house.
No, it's such a cool arena. So we're going to be going there. We may go see the Galaxy coming up. We're going to support the women because we have Angel City FC and the San Diego Wave FC.
Yes, I definitely want to go see more women's sports.
We are hoping that one day the professional women's softball league gets big enough to have a team over here in LA or San Diego.
Yeah, that would be very awesome.
All right, so we're cheering on the ladies as well, and it's going to be fun. We're going to see the Winter Nationals, of course, in the NHRA, of course, in Pomona in April. I hate that they switched it because we would be going this month, but is what it is. We're really excited for that. Lots of women in the NHRA, so we're really excited for that. And like I said, I know Cecilia's all about the girl power. So,
heck yeah.
So we're excited for that. So many cool things y'all are just going to be all involved in. Of course, when the Dodgers and Angels get back to it, we will be at both stadiums enjoying those. We may go see another Ducks game coming up. We got a big weekend for my really good friend, the best man at our wedding, Mr. Alexander Gaines. We're going to be with him celebrating, him and the family, of course, celebrating his birthday weekend on the 20th and the 21st with the Padres play his team, the Red Sox. That's going to be fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we just got so many cool things we're going to do.
I feel like all baseball's fun.
Right? So, we're excited, you guys. We have so much to talk about coming up. But anyway, last topic of the night, of course. Oh. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Timeless.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
I Love Lucy. Timeless. Just one of those timeless shows. Is amazing. We are just starting season 5. Of course, Cecilia has to endure me saying, "Ooh, this one's funny," or "Oh, this one's kind of sad," or whatever. Every start of the episode, Meg say it. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's funny now, but at first I'm like, okay, but yeah, he just has a habit of doing it. But it's funny.
I annoy her, you guys.
It's not annoying me. It's just funny how, because I feel like every episode is funny. I mean, yeah, they have the serious ones. But yeah, I feel like I've seen all of them basically, but not in the order. I low-key forgot like what they were kind of about, but then I kind of remembered. But I feel like I haven't seen any of, because we just finished season 4, right?
Just finished season 4.
Yeah, we just finished season 4, and I feel like I didn't watch. I watched, I think, some of them, but I never watched the ending of it. So even I don't even think I've seen season. How many seasons are there again? 6. Okay, that's what I thought. So I'm pretty sure I haven't seen season 5 and 6. So that should be interesting for me to find out what happens and how it ends and everything like that.
The ending is special. It's special. But, okay, so now we are officially one season into Daphne, I forgot her last name, as Aunt Viv.
Mm-hmm.
Is she growing on you yet? Mm-hmm. Or are you just really a Janet Hubert fan?
I think I'm just a really big Janet Hubert fan. Nothing against Daphne. She did a good job, don't get me wrong. But who knows, maybe by season 5, I'll, love her in the way.
I thought she was awesome. This is because she has her own thing.
No, and it's true. Yeah, they definitely have brought their own little way to the character. Daphne
Maxwell Reed, by the way. Sorry, we didn't get her last name. My bad. But yeah, she is awesome, and she just... I don't know. I just feel like these seasons are always so cool to watch, the last 3 too, because it's just so crazy. You see them as high schoolers when they first start. Hillary was kind of like where the season, when it all ends, it's kind of like Hillary was the age of Will and Carlton, when it all ends, like in her early 20s. when it starts, when the whole thing starts. So she's like in her late 20s by the time it all starts, is, you know, like according to the show. And it's just so cool seeing, it's so cool seeing how they just, you know, they do their own thing, and they're just, it's so cool. The ending is going to really get you, because it's just so cool how it works, I know.
Well, yeah, it's just because you don't like to see a series end, and especially with these actors, they, you know, they grow together in a series or in a show, and you basically become family with one another. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's going to be probably like a bittersweet moment.
Yeah, and it's so neat. We enjoy watching this so much, and I don't know. I think this is so cool. We just got to the episode where, of course, we thought it was so funny because I love it. I could not go to sleep last night without having Cecilia watch at least the first episode of season 5, because I actually read this once, and I think I saw it on a video, like in '94, I believe, when this was going on. In that summer, everybody was on the biggest cliffhanger, because when Will said at the last show of season 4, like when Uncle Phil's like, he gets on the phone, he's like, "Will, did you miss your flight? Like, you know, like, are you coming home?" And, you know, and everything. And Will's like, "No, I'm not." And then it was like, "Oh, Fresh Prince of Philadelphia, what?" So then I guess I had to, like, I guess throughout that whole summer, when the press, because I think it ran kind of like I Love Lucy, kind of. Mm-hmm. I think, you know, usually the summer's off, and they kind of just run all through, like, the fall and winter into the spring. And I just thought it was hilarious, because how it all comes back. And Will's like, "Well, all that goes well ends well," or whatever. "I got a job at Duke's Sandwich Shack, whatever, selling whatever." And the NBC guy comes in. that was probably the biggest comic relief. One of the biggest comic reliefs in the entire series. Yeah, that was
pretty funny. You weren't expecting that.
And it's like, you know, "Well, I got a job here in Philly, and life goes on." He's like, "Hey, come here." Like, "What does this contract say?" Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's right. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, not Philadelphia. Get in the van. He's like, "What?" He's like, throws him in the van. And you gotta love how that guy says it to the NBC guy. He's like, "Yo, Holmes to Bel-Air." Mm-hmm. So we're one episode into season 5. Of course, everyone's getting older. Ashley's in, you can tell she's well into high school now.
She basically grew up on that show.
Crazy.
She started when she was little.
Yeah.
And then basically into adulthood. So that's crazy.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
And pretty cool. I thought it was pretty neat, too, because, I mean, you get to see them. They grew together for, you know, so much in those 6 years. And it's crazy to think that it was only 6 years. It seems like it was way more than that, doesn't it?
Yeah, in a way.
Like, it really does. But, okay, so we just got to the episode where well, that was the first episode back in season 5, where Will wants to be Ashley's manager, singing manager.
Oh, uh-huh.
Pretty cool. I was telling Cecilia that, yeah, Tatiana M. Ali, or I think how she went by when she was actually, you know, making music at one point in her career. And she said something like that. Like, that, or she was, you know, she was actually, she could sing. And it was pretty cool. I told Cecilia that. Her reaction was,
I said, "Is that really her singing?" And then Larry's like, "Yeah, it really is her. Like, she did a little, like, she sang for a little bit afterwards." I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I was like, she does sing really well, though.
Right? It was pretty cool seeing that and just knowing, like, oh, that's really neat. Like, you know, like, that could have, you know, she never, like, turned into, like, this big old pop star or whatever. But it's kind of cool because the avenues that could lead to for a lot of them, you know, I mean, of course, they'll always be that person from The Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
You know, but still, it was just really cool because after it ended, you know, I mean, you knew these people anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so, okay. So, up to this point, 2 seasons to go, 1 episode down in the last 2 seasons. If you gotta give me, we're gonna revisit this probably next week when we finish the series. If you can give me 1 episode right now that you absolutely just love, that you have to, I know!
You would ask me this.
I would. And I will. And I am! What is one of your all-time favorite, let's go, moments?
Moments?
because I can't say episode because I know it's hard to recall all of them.
Yeah,
but,
especially with me. I have horrible mind or brain.
Gosh. No, but.
Or memory, I meant.
What's one of your favorite moments? Maybe just a few of your favorite moments so far throughout the first 4 seasons, or even the first show of season 5.
Oh, season 5? Or up to season 5?
Yeah.
The first episode. I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. You should have, like, prepared me for this, and then I could have, like, said into something, but...
Sorry.
Or said an answer.
Sorry.
But, I don't know. So far, I like all of them too much, because they all have, like... They're all very funny, so... I don't know. That's hard.
I know. I love it because it had the perfect... Fresh Prince was amazing. It had the perfect blend of serious and funny.
Yeah, it does. Especially, like, in season 4, it was, like, what, the second to last episode where Will's father comes back into the picture a little bit, and, oh man, episode. Like, I felt so horrible for Will. Like, it almost made me cry. But, yeah, I definitely got teary-eyed. But, yeah, they can definitely be serious episodes, but they also put a little light humor involved in them, but... Man, that one ended, like, really strong. It was crazy.
I thought it was pretty funny, like, how they can still do that. And I wanted to point this one thing out, too. You said iconic episode 100. Oh, that was episode 100. Interesting. Yeah, that was, I guess, the episode that everyone, of course, where, of course, Will's father and him, that was right towards the end of season 4. Just wow, that was just and of course, I mean, seeing that, like, my whole life growing up, I think I've literally seen every single episode. But still, just seeing it today, even last night when we were watching that episode, I still honestly don't care to watch that episode. When it's on TV, I'll turn it, because I've seen it too many times, and it's just sad, It's like, it's sad to think that is a real thing. But
I like it, too, because Uncle Phil, like, he's obviously the father figure to Will in his life. I mean, he basically lives, his whole life there. He spent his whole, high school year there? And now college?
Yep.
So, I mean, Uncle Phil has been his father figure. And, I like how Uncle Phil supported him. And he's like, you know what, Will? Like, it's okay. Like, you can be angry. Like, go ahead. Like, say whatever you have to, basically. And then, Will just all of a sudden, like, goes off and says, like, I've done this without my father. And I've done that without my father. So... why do I need him now, basically? So it's okay that he basically took off on me now, again. So, yeah. It was just cool how he, like, Uncle Phil was definitely there for him, and it feels like Will knows that already,
It was so sad. But at the same exact time, because, I don't know, that was one of the more real episodes. One of my all-time favorite ones is when Carlton and early, I think it was season 1, when they when they get pulled over by that crooked cop.
Oh, yeah.
At least I think it was crooked, it's cold-blooded. But, but my all-time favorite episode, I think, is the one that already passed. And we talked about it already, but that was the episode of the frat house.
Oh, yeah. I think I like more of the shows like that, or the episodes like that, where they have meaning behind them. Like, yeah, they have all their funny business going on and everything, but I love episodes or any show, movie, or whatever, that have, like, really good meaning. And it's just like, listen, people, like, either, like, you shouldn't treat people that way, no matter what race, color, ethnicity, whatever you are. Everybody should be treated equally and, the right way. And then, same thing with, like, his father and everything like that. So, yeah, I like stuff like that. Like, yeah, I love the meanings behind everything. And it's just like, dang, like, makes you really pay attention. And it's just like, makes you look at your aspect in your life and kind of change your attitude in a way.
So true. I think one of the funny ones that we just recently seen that was really, really, really funny is the car sales one.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was so
that one
real.
Was pretty funny.
And I guess you gotta love his mom. Oh my gosh. She's hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, that woman didn't play. But let me tell you out there, everybody listening, tell me if that wouldn't be your mama. Yeah, my mother would come out there and rip my ear off the same exact way his mom did. I'll tell you right now.
Mine would have too.
Right? Freaking give away a college education to go sell cars. Man, my mom and my dad would have been down there beating me. kind of like how parents just don't understand. I gotta play this for Cecilia, but how he says it too. One was beating me while the other was driving. Like they were taking turns. I know Cecilia doesn't know that yet, but I'm gonna play the song for her just a little bit. Parents just don't understand. To you all the kids all across the land, take it from me. Parents just don't understand. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yep. John said the same thing. My mom. Yep. Don't play with mama. Don't do that. This is probably the last person you want to play with, ever. So, going into the closing of our show, oh my goodness. Iconic moments on Fresh Prince, and we're going to have many more coming up in seasons 5 and 6. Are you excited or sad to go into these last 2 seasons knowing that it's going to end? But at the same exact time, we got so many more great episodes to come.
Well, I always get sad, especially when I finish a really good series or a movie, like movies that have trilogies or whatever. But I mean, I guess I won't be that sad just knowing that we have HBO Max now. So it's not like I can't go back and rewatch them all, you know? So yeah.
So true. Well, I mean, tonight was a fun one. We talked a little bit of NFL just a little bit ago, got into more Fresh Prince. Next week, we're going to put a stamp on it. I'm pretty sure we're going to get to the ending of next week. We got a big Super Bowl show coming up next week as well. We're going to have a lot of fun talking about that. We're going to also get into getting ready for homecoming next week at CBU, at Cal Baptist University, our alma mater, and our alma mater. And just, we're really excited, you guys, for all these awesome episodes here. We're being more consistent now.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you're happy about that, because we are. We are, and we just want to say thank you all for tuning in and showing us some love. We are so happy to be a part of this. Quick program note. John Felipe, which was earlier on at 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Next week, it'll be a little bit different. John will be on at his usual time. Of course, technical difficulties this week, unfortunately. But next week, John will be on his regular time, 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern. And we will be on right after John from 5 p.m. Pacific to 6 p.m. Pacific. And Eastern time is 8 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And then we're just getting a little, that's like our practice, if you will, to go a little bit over if we do. And then the real deal, the week after that, which of course, I'm going to take a look at the calendar here. So that's the 10th. And on the 17th, you guys, well, the return of Let's Whine About Sports with Mike Pat. Wine tasting, beer tasting, and plenty of DMV Sports. Let's whine about DMV Sports. He, after taking paternity leave here at iSports Radio, congratulations to him and Miss Allie having their second child, their second boy.
Yes, congratulations.
So cool. We're excited for that ourselves one day, and just so excited for them and happy for them. But he will be coming back, and he will be taking the iSports Radio airwaves from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. So we're gonna be in the middle of a 3-hour block on iSports Radio on Friday nights. How about that?
That's really good.
Right?
Keep them shows coming.
Right? You get early on in the day, Taryn talking SoCal from 12 at 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern, usually about an hour and a half, almost 2-hour show sometimes. I'm at work or listening when I can. Whatever I can. We got Taryn early on Fridays, and then, of course, right after that, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific, or from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern, you're going to have the Carolina Cast, or Carolina Cast with John Felipe, and producer Jenna, by the way. Mm-hmm. You're going to have my beautiful wife, Cecilia, and myself right in the middle. And then to close out the night, you're going to have Mr. Mike Pat, and sometimes Mrs. Pat, Miss Allie, making appearances to close out the night for that final hour. Friday nights are going to be pretty awesome here at iSports Radio coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Right? So be prepared, iSports Radio fans. Unfortunately, no more gigantic hour-and-a-half shows like this one. Cecilia's actually happy about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
I know, we try. Well, we can't, because now Mike's going to be like, hey, get off. It's my time, all right? So I got to plan our shows a little better. Sorry.
Yup.
Yeah.
And maybe not talk so much. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Isn't that the point of this?
Well, yes. But not drag it out.
That's my wife, ladies and gentlemen. And on that note, it's about that time to cue the music, because we are on out of here. My goodness, what a show. That was fun.
Yes, it was.
We got to talk to the legend, Mr. Kaz Eagen, tonight. Big, gigantic thank you to you, sir, for being here tonight. He just made the show, didn't he?
Yes, it was so much fun. Thank you for giving your time to us.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for all the birthday wishes and this whole week, you guys. It was just so touching. Thank you for that. Great show, you guys. Thank you very much, John, in the chat room. Mr. Tara Rodriguez in the chat room as well. Big thank you to Mr. Kaz Eagen once again for just being on the show. That was a lot of fun having you there. It was fun having you on the ride as well tonight, John Felipe. Hopefully Jenna was listening as well. But we loved it. That was so much fun. We talked, of course, our beloved Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And, of course, we got into our first ever Ducks game. We really got to go back.
Oh, yeah, we will for sure. That was so much fun. I really enjoyed going.
We got to go see the Gulls, too. The San Diego Gulls, the minor league team for the Ducks.
Oh, yeah, I'm so totally down for that, too.
Right? I mean, we're excited, you guys. So many great things coming your way here on IE Sports Radio and on the Sports Couple Perspectives. Oh my gosh, it is just it's a fun ride, and we definitely look forward to this on Friday nights.
Oh yeah, I always have fun doing these.
Right? It's fun. So oh my goodness. So going into next weekend, are you excited for CBU's homecoming?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we've been before, but
yeah.
It's so much fun though. Those games get so competitive, and I mean, just be real, not being biased. But
sure.
The student section at CBU, do they not get hype?
Yeah, they do.
It is so much.
They have to cheer on their own people. So
absolutely. Yeah. We get the CBU cheer team. We get the Golden Girls.
Oh yeah, those are really cool to see.
The Tumblers out there doing their stunts and all those awesome. They always have an awesome halftime show as well.
Yeah,
like that lady
do.
with the bulls and on the unicycle. That was awesome. Of course, the CBU band, shout out to them. They always do a great job as well.
Oh, yeah, I always love hearing them.
Yeah, it's awesome, you guys. So we're excited for that next weekend. And yeah, so birthday weekend for me. Getting ready to have our little family party tomorrow here. Pretty excited for that. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're just doing our best to keep on getting better, getting more equipment for the podcast, and just talking about the sports and pop culture, fun show stuff, and bringing on guests that you love. With that said, any last thoughts or comments for tonight?
Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you, Kaz, for taking your time for us. And everybody take care, be safe, and stay healthy.
Please do. Ladies and gentlemen, that was awesome. Thanks again to Kaz. And, well, if you want to follow us at TSCP_IESR. IE Sports Radio all over the place. Check out our brand new website, revamped at IESportsRadio.com. Also, IESportsRadio.com/the Sports Couple Perspectives. We will see y'all next week. For my beautiful wife, Cecilia, for me, your boy, Larry B. We'll see y'all next week. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.